Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the patch notes that are here. There are so many bug fixes in this, and I'm super excited to show you some of the content that we have in here and also what this is looking at. So the boss rush is heating up. That is right, the boss rush is up. Now that also means that the arena is down right now. They've been doing these rotations in here. So the next season of the boss rush is here. Players can check out the curse information, which of course, this is a boss that we have seen in the back or in the past. Remove the commander skill choice camp. This again is revised the commander skill system. So if you remember when you normally went in there, you chose what skill you were in there, remove the commander skill choice from the camp room, which was a little bit different. So now when you're going through a couple different places, you're not going to be able to see that actually the inspire ability, which is no longer there. Commander skills can now be used more active by players in adventure, endless, and special events. Now I went through and I did the endless mode today. It's pretty cool because it shows you what buff you can choose from, shows you what level the buff is on, and then it also shows you how many floors that buff is going to be in effect. So pretty cool to see, definitely with those changes. As you explore dungeons, the commander energy will accumulate. When the commander energy reaches 100, you can select one of 5 skills for the upcoming battle. Now, important thing to note with this is when it reaches 100, you want to make sure that you're picking your skill. If you continue going through the floors once it's capped at 100, it will stay at 100 and it will no longer fill up that meter, meaning when you're going through an endless mode, you can actually do it multiple times when you're kind of building that out. Players can now one tap and hold enemy models in pre-combat prep to view their details. New submenu for showcasing current and future progression, which I love. New UX for showcasing combat power and domain buffs. Serial numbers are now shown in the Guardian menu. Definitely some really, really nice updates like right in there. Quality of life. Here it is, guys. The biggest update we've been waiting for since we have started Gilded Guardians. There is now an auto merge feature in the crafting menu. That is right. You can now auto merge. Now we know that looking at our agility gear, we were so far behind when we had the other game mode, the building blocks. We want to make sure and check out this. I'll show it to you in just a minute. The refresh time at all shops, check-ins, and guild quests are different. So pay attention. When we talk about guild quests are the absolute biggest thing that we are seeing loot from. Also with the check-ins, you want to make sure that you're doing your contributions in there because now the times for the shops. Me personally, it reset at 8 p.m. I don't think it's going to be the same because they did go ahead and change that up. Added an info screen to show how many multiple attempts increase radiance, which they've been trying to work on streamlining the radiance. And of course, this is how they're doing it. I'm going to look at Tavros in this one and see how it is streamlined in there. Check and reward screen will now remain viable even after completion, which I like, providing more info on the unlock conditions for merging resources. Again, I really like it. Claiming Endless Reward will claim all of them. If you go through and you make a ton of progression, you had to claim them one by one by one by one. Now, literally, it is streamlined, which I love. Streamline the adventure mode by removing room choice and adjusting the available modifiers. Added new mail, which again for guild membership revocation. Remove transport background. Now, when it comes to changes, this is something specific. You can see they updated some of the text. And I'm not going to go through all of the bug changes, but as you can see, there are so many bug changes. This is something that I have to give a big shout out to the team at Gilded Guardians. Guys, we report and we talk about a crazy amount of bugs when it comes to this game, which I know it's kind of a beta version. Kind of the rollout was really a little bit rougher than I kind of would have expected, but you can see that they are fixing bugs after bugs after bugs after bugs to go this. Now, of course, known issue highlights, trying to again work on some of these bugs and fixing these things. Not all the known issues are listed, just some of the highlights that they're going through with the Guild of Guardian team. And of course, getting into the game itself. Of course, have to show the crafting, guys. This is awesome. So again, I was in here and I've been building out all of my agility gear. You can see that the factory chest no longer goes ahead in caps. It will continue going and I can pick this up. Boom, another chest is right there. I can pick that up. Now we're 5 of 24. Here is the auto merge. Boom, once. We're going to go ahead. Don't remind me again. Auto merge, auto merge, auto merge, auto merge. That is right. It took 4 auto merges right there, but look at everything we have. It is done in its entirety. Now, of course, it's a game changer because you should be buying this energy regardless, guys. every single day. When you think of your rubies, the guild donations, buying more energy in here is huge. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy 3 more of these. We can do the exact same and we can auto merge. You talk about saving an absolute crazy exponential amount of time with how long we've been doing and how long we've been crafting, how many pieces of gear that we have crafted with this. Guys, this is literally the best thing. And I leave everything where it is now. Usually I would rearrange, I'd put stuff in the corner, I'd put stuff in the bottom. Now with the auto merge, I could care less, guys. I don't care where it sits in the bag because when I go to Forge, it's gonna show me exactly what I have and what I can build. When I'm looking here, I need a bunch more of these wilderness remains. Not even worried about it because again, it's coming in. Now Gruff Store, that is something, again, we're gonna have to look at it in another video, but season 1 and 2 exclusive gear is gonna be returning again for a limited time. Now, when it comes to some of the other things in here and the endless mode, I went through here, we got some rewards out of here, or no, we've already finished 3.5 million. Leaderboard, I think we were number 1. So with the reset, we advanced to gold. Now, if you remember right here, guys, we did streamline these. There used to be 6 different leaderboard ranks. Now there are 4. We just moved up to gold. Right now we're in the first place. And of course, if we continue on this path, we will move up to masters. And even looking here, kind of in relationship where gold, the cap is 125. Even when you get all the way down here to masters, you're still at the very, very 501 plus, which is this very bottom tier. You are still getting more than you out of the masters tier than you're getting in the gold tier in its entirety. I know you do lose some of these cosmic stones when you go to masters, but overall, guys, there's a lot more to be said by leveling up and getting those higher ranks in there at the end of the season than going in for really anything else. Now, looking at Tarvos, we had talked about Tarvos earlier. He is the one, and you can see, guys, the streamlines, how the avatars look, how the guild or how the guardians look, makes a big difference in here. I really do like how they look. Now, of course, looking at the enlightenment, you can see the growth rate is in here, but also the radiance chance. So we have a heart rate here that takes us to 70.6. Moving this up and using some of our radiant souls, that caps it out. The highest probability to increase the radiance is our 75%. So again, looking at really streamlining this, and they also redesigned kind of how this is in here. You can see radiance increase chance 5%, growth rate 6.2. So we're not having, and again, not a huge difference, but you can kind of see where these heroes are at, and fingers crossed, because we're using a radiant heart. Now, a lot of players were also wondering where we buy these legendary radiant hearts. They're available on Token Trove. That is the place that you have to purchase them. They're not anywhere else. You want to get them and you want to pick them up on Token Trove. So we have our hero, we have our cap for our radiance, we have all of our Imperial souls in here. Then, of course, we have our 500 radiant souls. A lot of players have said they've been failing at this lately. 75% chance. That means a 25% failure rate. Boom. Let's see what we get out of here. Sacrifice and destroy the heart. That is the last heart, which means we're going to have to buy some more. So this would take him to 10-4. If the radiance fails, it'll leave him at 10-3, which it looks like, there we go, 10 and 4. We got 10-4, guys. That is awesome to see. We're going to have to get some more radiant souls. Now, of course, when it comes to Tavros, the big thing here is the Void Ghost. When you talk about a healer that does exceptionally well, it is Tarvos, and he really does exceptionally well. You can see we've been continually leveling up these heroes. Even here, we're at 164. 174 is the cap, so we have a little bit of leeway, but scrolls are super important in here. That is the reason why we want to farm every single day. When it comes to the adventure mode, you want to be farming up like crazy. And then, of course, the gear. When it comes to this game, the gear is wicked, and I'll repeat, wicked expensive. Even when you look at gaining one single level, you're almost at 1 million gold. The gold in this game is very hard to come by, meaning that when you're building out these heroes, even looking at some of the other gear, and you can see, guys, we finally got a full set of tier 6 for our agility heroes. Unfortunately, we have the weapon built up a little bit further, but due to the sheer cost, I haven't added any more on here because, again, the cost is just astronomical when it comes to trying to build it out. And again, it's something that we know is going to take time, and it is going to take a lot of time to actually build it out. But right there, radiant item is removed. Radiance is increased, so we did succeed with Tarvos. which is awesome. So adventure mode, and I don't know, I'm kind of wondering on the reset on this because we've been going through all of these and going through, see challenge 3 is done. Already used it there. So I'm thinking we might have to actually drop back a little bit to like the brimstone because I don't remember how many of these we did. I think this was my last one. And of course, we're looking for not only the souls that we're going to get out of these heroes, but also looking at the scrolls that we have in the backside. Absolutely want to farm up the scrolls. And I am absolutely just crazy with how well this game is going and how, honestly, how addictive it is going through and doing the patches, doing the bug notes or the bug fixes. It's really cool to see. I know a lot of players say that it is pay to win. You know what? It is an NFT game. It is going to be pay to win. It is by design. We know that is true. If you're coming in as a free to play player, you have to be happy with the free to play. You have to be happy with the free to play aspect because you really have to set the bar. And of course, these games, like I said earlier, it does set the bar kind of high with what players are putting in here. But overall, guys, super, super stoked to see where this game is headed. And of course, we got the guild aspect, which again, I think it's not going to be available right now. Oh, yeah, it is. Maybe it is, guys. Let's go ahead and donate. Donations have been completed. 1 more minute. So that means my reset is midnight. It is midnight here, guys. So this is actually, now again, this donation used to be reset on the guild. This would reset at 8 p.m. So depending on your time, we are off about 4 hours. And you can see we've already done all of these 0.5. So I believe these are going to reset the same. So my reset now is going to be at midnight. And I don't know why I'm already up at midnight and still recording videos, but it's something that I absolutely love to do, which means it should probably be the shop as well, that we are going to see the shop reset probably around midnight, 1 minute, 12 seconds. Yep, so it is going to be a midnight reset for all of these, which is good. Guild store, now of course, we have 5,000 coins in here, guys. One more day for the reset. We're just going to buy some more stones out of here. These are not worth it. And they do need to revamp some of these. Then, of course, the arena store, we've been picking up gold because that is the nightmare. And we've also been picking up a lot of these. We've been picking up these calling crystals because we know that Tian Long and a couple other heroes are coming soon. This shop actually refreshed to some new heroes. And then, of course, 8 more hours on this, we'll be able to buy it out. But we are making a lot of progression in here. And again, super excited, super happy with the direction that Guild of Guardians is going. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.